bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, 3.
Today we are in Tralee for the third day this week, and on this day we've come into Siamsa Tire, which is a wonderful venue here, to record a fantastic arrangement of pictures at an exhibition by Modest Mussorgsky and arranged by the quartet's own Kenneth Edge. So it's a completely unique recording. It's really the world premiere recording of this particular musical arrangement.
An arrangement, in musical terms, it's transferring music from one medium to another. It sounds scientific, but that's what it is. And this piece, the pictures at an exhibition by Mussorgsky, has been often orchestrated and adapted for other groups. It was originally written for solo piano by Mussorgsky, who never played it in public, and I don't know if it was even performed in his lifetime. He died shortly after he published it. It's already been arranged out in various things, so I'm kind of bringing it back into being a quartet piece, in that there's 4 of us, and we're lucky we have each family of instruments. We have string, keyboards, brass and woodwind, so we can create all the colours, we can add new colours, we can really enjoy just playing it, because we can do it in our own way. It's a completely unique sort of way. We're not, as Mary said, we're not a standard classical music grouping like a string quartet, a brass quintet, a wind quintet. There's all these kind of standard groups. We're unique, actually, in many ways.
I think every movement in this piece has its own challenges. I think switching moods, they're so different, and going from one to the next is a challenge as well, because you've just finished one and then you're like, oh gosh, what are the tricky things about this one now? So you have to change track every time when you're moving from one to the next. It was good. We always settle into a recording when we're playing together. We kind of find a rhythm eventually, and it gets a little bit easier. It's kind of like you're going uphill a bit, and then you kind of go, all right, okay, it's a little bit easier then after a certain point.
Tell me, Conor, do you enjoy playing piano?
I hate it. Yeah, I've played piano all my life. I've played piano since I was 5 years old, possibly even before that. And I always like to just mess around at the piano, and anyone who knows me will tell you I still like to mess around at the piano. I mean, this is a very peculiar quartet in that we have saxophone, also doubling clarinet, we have violin, we have French horn and piano. I suppose it's kind of like the engine room. I probably play more notes than anybody else. So I'm the busiest. So yeah, they get the most bang for their buck from me.
Just so many of them.
Well, the French horn covers really the brass section of the group, and it gives that lovely, bright, kind of pure brass sound. And it can play loudly to give, I suppose, an element of drama and volume to certain parts of the repertoire. And it matches well with the other instruments, because all the instruments are so different from each other. It's the combination of the 4 that makes our arrangement so unique, like a mini orchestra, really.
It's nice being a violinist in the WhistleBlast quartet, because I'm the only string player, and in that way, anything I do, I can decide my own bowings, my own way of doing it. I play with the Irish Chamber Orchestra, which I adore doing as well, but there we play in a section of other violinists, and you sort of always have to blend with them to do the same bowings, to to play in the same style. So I feel in this quartet, it's very different because of the instrumentation, because of the unusual nature of it. They're such different instruments. So I feel I have a lot of scope to do a lot of different things. I think we all do manage to get a blend, and the fact that my instrument is maybe a slightly has a different sort of quality to it is quite interesting for the group, maybe.
We work as a great team together. And we also get to choose any music we want to play, which means everyone's happy when they're playing together, because we're playing programs that interest us and that we feel are accessible to everybody we work with, because really we're trying to reach a lot of people who maybe wouldn't normally engage with our type of music. So by choosing really good, varied and exciting repertoire, that helps reach out to those audiences.